Hi everybody, Eric William Haaser here, aka Waldos Waltz. It's been a while since I posted a video. I got a haircut in the meantime since posting my last video, and I've been putting together a couple playlists for my channel based on the economy, the way I think the market was set up or could be set up in a modern era, should the stock market go down again or if anything were to happen. I would like to make a video today showing you a little bit of my basement. I cleaned up a lot of the products and investments that I have made to be in a more orderly fashion and a kind of more routine layout that is efficient and effective for broadcasting what I think might be a network utilizing a plasma charge, utilizing a radiant Tesla coil arsenal, and utilizing a Wi-Fi broadcast system. I've been broadcasting in this fashion for about a week now, and I've set up what I believe could be a radio station of some sort to reach contact of anyone, any human, any being, any entity. And so with that bearing in mind, this is research for myself and my government, and I'll go ahead and give you a tour of my White House. I would like to give you a fact for the day. My name is Eric William Haaser. The number for that name is 166, and the number 166 is also equal to the White House. So Eric William Haaser is the White House, as 166 is 166, is equal to 28, so therefore is 28, and 28 is 28, is. There's your fact. And now, as William Clinton, 166, Eric William Haaser, 166, the White House, 166, and Donald Trump Jr., 166. I would like to show you my radiant arsenal, my Tesla technology, and a little bit about what I got going on in my basement. Thank you very much. Okay, so here's my basement compartment as I have it set up right now. Here is where I have my Tesla coil set up. It's a very, very rudimentary one, but it does have a round coil, and it goes up into a glass container, and at the top there is a orgonite orgone solar generator to broadcast out with a crystal transmitter. And I've got a battery pack based and linked in a battery station linked with a lot of Bluetooth speakers that are on an open public network for Wi-Fi that people can potentially get back into. And I'm trying to reestablish the internet for myself as well as my local community in this way, just to see how it works. But for right now, this is my hosting station with my PS4. I have that hooked up to the internet right now, and I have graphic displays that are hooked up with a what is that called? A coaxial cable. The coaxial cable runs from the back of this all the way along the floor. It's wound up, and then it's the thing that actually makes the radiant Tesla coil wound around goes up into here through the blue plastic box, and then it goes into the glass tube, and it's up here. And I'll walk over here now, and I'll in just a second. I'll walk over there in just a second to show you that at the top of where it might be transmitting with a plasma charge in the middle. I'll tell you what my plasma charge is right now. I use vapes, electronic cigarettes, and the vapor in the air will be the radiant plasma inside of my local host processing facility, which is basically just my basement, which is a solidified, solitary station that has plasma radiantly discharged throughout the air as electronic vapor. So that creates a plasma. And here is a Fantron tube that is used to collect some of the radiant energy from the plasma and create a broadcast system and a radiant arsenal technology setup with some orgonite transmitters that I have stationed outside. But what I want to show you, coming back to this coaxial cable, this actually is also, the TV is also hooked up for sound capabilities. And if we travel down here, I'm going to try and move this camera slow enough so no one gets motion sickness. I've got this hooked up to my PV amplifier. with a 1/8 inch to 1/4 inch adapter. I'm not going to unplug that, but we've got soothing sounds playing. So I'll leave those on for right now to lower volume. Okay. Here's a nice German spread. Stuff from my grandfather and my father. Instruments and stuff. Okay. Over here, I'd like to show you this very briefly. This is capturing all the audio that's going on. It's a audio synthesizer, and it's capturing everything on a radiant frequency. Here's some cannabis, which I am broadcasting out to a neural network of what I believe might be transhumanist androids out in the community. And anyone that is willing to use this as a human being or as a man or a woman. This is a just some graphic design, really, but for me, it's a transmitter. And since it's so geometrically designed, and I'm a big, strong supporter of geometry as the founding creation for the universe, as 108 is a Sri Yantra, and as that is infinity in certain regards to some people, this geometric design can radiate this out and affect brain chemistry, at least in my local area within my basement. So I'm transmitting some cannabis flower that I have with a legal prescription ID with a holographic magnetic strip that I won't show you at this point in time, but that's just what that is. Again, here's the battery pack station. This is kind of a Egon weapon from Ghostbusters, if you've ever seen Ghostbusters. This is a battery pack that is used to basically do paranormal research to search out any kind of frequency in the or ghost or paranormal host in the local proximity of my basement or throughout the house. I can point this and it will act as a transmitter, and it kind of points and directs to where life forms might be or something. So I do a little bit of paranormal research here. Here's the battery pack alignment. It's all hooked up. Excuse me, snacks and stuff. It's all hooked up to this anchor, and we've got cables for all these battery packs that go in sequences. More cannabis research. I have condoms for no one. I don't really have sex anymore, but that's what that is. This is magnifying things with a crystal step-up transformer. This is the small transforming station, and then it acts on the main drum of the Tesla coil round around. So this is a crystal step-up transformer, smaller radiant power station with an orgone Tesla coil magnifying transmitter that steps up this and puts everything up here into this signal. I don't know how to hack back into this system, but I'm sure that if anyone's smart enough, they could figure out how to broadcast and get back into my reverse broadcast system to hear what I'm doing in my basement, which I'm totally welcoming and available to do. So I've set this up well enough. I've got batteries for smartwatches. I've got one on right now, and I've got the second one on. I constantly have them doing my walking paces, so I know how many steps I'm taking. There's my back. I'm the Terminator. The Terminator is 166. So there you go. Stuff, cartridges, distillate cartridges. Me right there. How's it going? I set this mirror up outside to broadcast any sort of light frequency that's in here to any satellite. And I've got this on the inside to broadcast from the inside out. There's a very old calendar. In the windows, I've got some displays of technology like pornography and stuff. Anyways, more porn. Here's my plasma kit. That's really what I call my vapes nowadays. This is my plasma kit, is just to make vapor plasma in the air for this radiant arsenal to work. So that's what that is. I've got a magnetized station for my coffee to magnetize the water. And then I'm working with a several extraterrestrial species. This one is Daniel. He's from what I believe is the Pleiades. Here he is. That's who I specifically named Daniel. Here's Aaron. And there's his girlfriend's down there. Anyways, so this is what we got. Young and clubbing it. Keeping it fresh. I've got... Sit down. This is what my view from sitting down. My mom's reads for her oboe. She'll come home soon. Pickle Rick, Hot Topic Girl, Dennis Nerdy, and Peepin' Took. All the Star Wars characters. My theory is Darth Vader, his contemporary counterpart was R2-D2. They were of the same level. Yoda was on the same level as Luke Skywalker, and then Chewbacca was on the same level as Han. So you either go from the outside in or the inside out, and somewhere in the middle is where you end up. Harley Quinn. This is Norman B. Haaser from 2957. Kammer Musik ohne Generalbass. Georg Philipp Tennemann. It was a spoof for stuff. So yeah, that's what I wanted to show you basically. I'll show you the rest of the basement in another video, but I wanted to show you my Radiant Tesla arsenal and a brief intermittent plasma series for experimenting with broadcasting systems in my White House as Eric William Haaser, 166. Thanks, take care.